Hey everybody, welcome to the Nerd Age Podcast. Guys, today we talk about everything nerdy, but today I am your solo guide. We're talking about some game, okay? A very special game that came out last week. This game has kind of taken the gaming sphere by storm. Not a lot of times do I get to cover something like this, but when something like this comes out, it's got to be talked about. So this game is called Palworld, and if you haven't heard about it already, it is blowing up. It blew up. It's still blowing up. It's huge. There's all sorts of controversy, all sorts of fun, all sorts of cool stuff going on. There's all sorts of stuff happening, and let's get into it. Let's check it out. So this is Palworld. Okay, if you haven't heard about it, basically it's a open world survival. I mean, basically, I don't know, it's less on the survival but more on the multiplayer taming kind of game side. I've sunk about 32 hours into it since its release, and that's even me going easy on it. This game is so fun. I've had so much fun playing it. It's awesome. Basically, this game is all about capturing, a lot of people call them Pokemon. That's not right. They're called pals. Now we'll talk about the controversy in a little bit, but it's you got to collect them all, not catch. Well, you do catch them, and you do catch them with balls. But notice how there's a gun on that guy's arm. A lot of people are calling it Pokemon with guns. I think that's interesting, because you do get to shoot Pokemon, or sorry, pals. We don't want to get in trouble with Nintendo here, but basically it's this open world. It's an early access. See in the bottom left, it says Palworld is currently in early access. Wow. What a game. One of the best games. It has a lot of content for early access, and that is one of the things that's really surprising me. How can I put 32 hours into an early access game and I'm not even max level? That's crazy. Let's jump into a game real quick. The Steam charts, actually, yeah, let's bring up the Steam charts before we get too crazy. Steam charts, this is a great way of kind of knowing how a game is doing, the health of a game and stuff like that. I'll pull it up. Boom, number one by a long shot. Palworld. Well, not by a long shot, but yeah. Counter-Strike 2. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about Counter-Strike. One of the most popular games online for PC gamers, at least for Steam. Now you're not going to see Fortnite or League of Legends on here because they don't use Steam. But man, this is crazy. Currently, there's 1.6 million players right now playing. You can't ignore this. This is something that is incredible. Sure, the lifespan is different, but look, lifetime peak players, Counter-Strike's 1.2. Oh, I guess this isn't lifetime. No, this is lifetime. 1.8 lifetime for Counter-Strike. Palworld 1.847. The only game that's higher at its peak, PUBG, back in the day, 2018, when it was banging and it was everyone played PUBG. Everyone played PUBG. So that gives you a little bit. 1.6 people are playing right now though. That's crazy. So let's jump into the game. So this is my public server where we have a bunch of our friends playing together. But this game is incredible. It kind of gives vibes of Zelda a little bit. But this game is about capturing Pokemon. So you have Pokemon, or sorry, pals, sorry. So you have pals and they can have special abilities. So this one I can mount. This one's really fast, right? Really fast. He's a ground mount. Okay, cool. And you can shoot the pals, right? But that's not smart, right? really, if you want to really catch a Pokemon, sorry, a pal, you use a ball, right? That's what we all do. So I'm gonna put my pal away. I keep saying Pokemon. So these guys, because I'm level 30, I think, they're kind of running from me. But you can get these little guys. This guy looks kind of like familiar. Wait, interesting. Why can't I throw a ball? Anyway, I would throw a ball. I don't know what's going on. Maybe. Oh, so this is one of the things I do want to talk about. So it's early access, right? So one of the problems with early access is glitches, right? There's always going to be glitches when you have a game like this. But man, for early access, it's not that bad. And the selection of pals, like just the sheer amount of pals that you have to pick from in this massive world is awesome. It's incredible. If you look at this map, right, this is where our base is, right? This is our whole base here. It's huge. The world is giant and I haven't even discovered it all. There's a whole area up here that I haven't even looked at, and here that I haven't looked at. And I think down here also, this is like the big legendary area. Look how big this map can be. Incredible. So one of the things that I do want to emphasize, and one of the things that competitors like Pokemon have failed at previously, is the fact that they're not multiplayer. I mean, some of them have like a little bit of multiplayer-ness, like, oh, we can do a raid together or whatever. But this is live action, so the combat isn't like, you know, single action at a time, turn-based. This is live action gameplay. And if I had friends online, everyone's at work right now, doing this really early in the morning, they would be going around, you know, cooking food, crafting items, all sorts of stuff. The multiplayer aspect of this game is second to none because of the interaction. You know, you have your Pokemon, or sorry, your pals, and they'll work at your actual like base. This chili guy right here, this penguin guy, he's chilling our foods in this little like refrigerator. So his sole job is just to chill out. And he keeps our food nice and cool in here. Our milk, our eggs, all that stuff. It's crazy. So there's a massive selection of pals, and they all do certain things. So if you look at like this guy, right, for instance, right? This guy is my mount because he has 30% increased movement speed. That's really good. And you see he has a partner skill. It says can be ridden. Applies fire damage to the player's attack while mounted. So while we mount him, we can actually shoot fireballs off of him. It's really cool. And all these different Pokemon do different things. This one can fly. So let's get him out. Okay. So the selection of pals is nuts. Traveling is fun. So I can fly. There's a stamina bar that you kind of spec into. You can kind of improve your abilities or whatever. So I have a lot of stamina, so I can fly. But like if I want to go up to that top of that mountain, I can. If I want to go over there, I can. Like the world is open, and you hear the music, kind of the music effects. It reminds me of Zelda. But look at this game. This game is beautiful. This game is absolutely beautiful. So the world is awesome. This is an early access game, guys. Like this is crazy. Like the graphics are better than the Switch. This is like a PS4, I would say like PS4, PS5, like somewhere between PS4, PS5 qualities of graphics. And that's incredible. Actually, let's just do this alpaca here. Okay. So this is a world boss. This is an open world boss. This isn't an instanced one or anything like that. So you can see you see the UI elements at the top? That's very Breath of the Wild. I guarantee you if you look up images of like UI and like the fonts and stuff, very similar. We might have a legal case on our hands, but we'll talk about that at the end. So the pals fight with you. Look how incredible this is. So I'll be like, okay, yeah, you're gonna start shooting this guy. So look at this. This combat is so cool. They have good AI. Like the actual like, yeah, it's actually so good. Oh, let's put out this guy. Oh, he's shooting me. He's shooting me. Okay. So let our mount do some damage. Oh, he missed. Way to go. Good AI. Nice. So yeah, so it's interesting. Like the bosses will like switch between you and your pal and stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. Now I am level 32 and this is a level 23 boss, so this isn't too hard for me. It's just not hard at all. I'm just letting the Tyrant get him close. Oh, I forgot my balls aren't working. Uh-oh. Oh, he just killed it anyway. Frick. That sucks. Anyway, so when he gets low, then you catch him. Whoops. That happens. I don't know why my balls aren't working. I think I have to reload. But, so there's world bosses, there's instances, there's dungeons, there's, these things called, towers that are like big end all be all, like amazing, like the hardest fights in the game. There's survival aspects. You have hunger and stuff like that. You have, let's see if my balls work. Yep, they do. I just threw a really expensive ball, even though, okay, great. I'll just show you what it looks like when you catch a pal. Yeah, see, that's crazy. They just run, bro. Let me see if I can long distance.
Yeah.
See if I can long distance this guy. So that's what it looks like when you catch. It's a level 5 or 6 or whatever, so I'm gonna be able to catch it instant. But when you start out, you want to get them low health, just like Pokemon, and then you can catch them easier. This game is incredible because the selection of Pokemon pals is nuts. So if I go into my pal deck here, Pokédex, pal deck, there's 111 Pokemon. Look at that. That's crazy. That's pretty good. Now there have already been mods. Now this is the beauty about PC gaming, right? You can have mods. Someone's already made a mod that turns all these pals into Pokemon. It's crazy. It's really funny. Now those add-ons, they're probably gonna have to be taken down. Nintendo's gonna go after them pretty quick, but yeah. I think one of the coolest things about this game, it not only is it open world, it's this itch, and this is a lot of things that a lot of people have been saying is it's an itch I never knew needed to be itched, right? Like I never thought to myself, oh, I really want an open world. Well, I mean, I did kind of in the past. I said to myself, I would love to play with my friends and play Pokemon. Oh, and my Pokemon's getting hungry, by the way. So I gotta feed him. I've always wanted to play Pokemon with my friends. But the game isn't engaging enough to warrant, like, I don't know, like modding the game to like try to figure out how to play it together. It's turn-based combat, right? This is so much more fun when it's live action. It's so sick. Now, I was hoping that I'd get raided, I'm gonna be honest, so I could show you guys kind of what being raided looks like at the base. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it, and I don't want to keep this, you know, I want to keep this video pretty short. But I just want to show a couple more little aspects of this game before I get off. One of the most fun that I've had personally is the different attributes of these pals matter a lot. So if we go here to our party and we click on this guy, he has Swift, right? This guy has not great ones. This guy has Muscle, Head, and Ferocious. This is really good. 20% attack bonus, 30% attack bonus. This is awesome. This guy is awesome. So we want this Wumpo Baton. So when you go to your base, you can breed the different pals, just like in Pokemon. Pokemon, you can do breeding and stuff like that, but this system is way better. Way better. You can get these traits and pass them down. So let's go back to the base. I'll show you how that goes. So over here, this is the breeding grounds. So basically you just have to have a male and a female. You pop them in there, then you give them some cake. Don't ask me why it's cake. You give them some cake in here, boom, right? You feed them, and then you get eggs. They lay an egg, and then boom, over here is one of the past eggs that I've done. So then you incubate them over X amount of hours or whatever, and then they are complete. So then we collect them, and then you get a Quiverin. So I got a Quiverin from him. So I got a brand new pal. That's incredible, I think, because you get to do this like discovery of like new pals, right? And it's like I've never found this pal yet, but because I, you know, did a certain type of, you know, breeding, I'm able to find a new pal. I think that's super fun. The egg pop in, you can find eggs throughout the world too. You can find wild eggs like on perches and stuff. Grab them, incubate them, and then see what you get. It's so incredible. This game, I can't stress it enough. If you have a PC, get this game. This game is so fun, and if you have people to play with, it makes it excellent. I'm going to give this game a 9.3 because there's glitches, but if there weren't any glitches, this game would get real close to one of my favorite games. This game is incredible. The multiplayer aspect, I can't stress it enough. You have so much fun with your friends, planning, oh, what do we want to upgrade next, you know, or oh, yo, let's breed these two. Whoa, do you guys have this kind of pal with this kind of attribute? Okay, let's breed them to see what we can make. It's so cool. It's so fun. It's so incredible. This game is dope. So anyway, I just wanted to stop by and talk about it. You know, because, you know, the guys on the podcast, they don't really play PC games. But they will appreciate this one, especially Josh. I think Josh has a love for Pokemon a little bit. So anyway, all right, that's my quick little review, 10-15 minute review on Palworld. Incredible game. If you're a PC gamer, check it out. Anyway, have a good one. Peace.